They were like, it's just bad periods. Like, I kid you not, that's all I heard. It feels like your whole body is on fire. She had a chat with me and she was like, listen, it helped me, it helped you, it helped, your daughter. Even if it helps one more person, you need to do it.
Welcome again, producer Matt.
Thanks.
We've just finished off another podcast with Latoya, which was really, really good. I enjoyed it.
Can I just say a big shout out to Latoya and her sister Michelle. They drove up from Birmingham.
I did.
Just to record this.
I know, and then went
drove
straight back.
Yeah, after a day's work.
I feel honoured.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad they did. Because it was really, really interesting.
It was. So this one was all about her business, a herbal tea company called From the Inside Out.
Yeah.
And how one of her teas has helped heal people, or maybe helped people with endometriosis, fibrosis and all sorts. And then she also speaks about her journey with endometriosis as well.
Yeah, that whole issue of like whether or not it heals, or she had a real battle with like how to say what that tea did. Like, so obviously we don't want to give too much away, but the tea that she's created seems to help people with this condition.
Yeah.
And the word started to get around that this was happening and you should produce it for this. And she was a bit like,
hesitant,
I don't want to be and it was kind of like an ethical thing. It's like, I don't want to be saying that I'm doing, whereas a lot of other people would be like on that straight away. Oh, this is a miracle cure.
Yeah.
Like, so it's all down to personality and I guess how authentic she is as a person. And it just, lovely person, really, really bubbly, really vibrant, really engaging. So I really enjoyed listening to the conversation. The topic of endometriosis, is something that she's very passionate about, and it's something that obviously the initial part of the podcast is about her journey in that, and I have heard of it and I have experience of it with like previous partners and stuff like that to a degree. But it seems like it's something that's a lot more common and a lot more misunderstood than I was aware of, really.
Yeah, and she talks about it needing to be in schools and taught about, because she's been going to the doctors for 9+ years and is still yet to be diagnosed. Yeah. There's just not enough funding in that health condition.
No.
And it obviously gets compared to the pain of a heart attack. So it really should get some noise around it, and because a lot of women suffer from it.
Yeah. One of the key things about this particular episode is, and they're all different, which is great, but it's that thing of something very personal, and it being so personal and so authentic that it then becomes something that can be turned into a business. It's often a way into something, isn't it? Maybe whether it's a hobby or an interest or a passion
project.
But then those things don't always turn into businesses. But this one has, and
and she's got big goals, potentially turning it into social enterprise at some point. It's just,
but also wanting to see it on the supermarket shelves. So it's you know what I got the vibe yesterday while I was watching it from over there. A kind of Dragon's Den type thing where I can just imagine her sort of like pitching it to the dragons, talking about the tea and the presenting it. And I just kind of...
She really should.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, I wonder if that's something she thought of doing, like going and pitching it to investors in that way, because I just thought the way that she comes across and the product and the story and everything, as I was listening, I was thinking, I can imagine watching this on Dragon's Den and being like really rooting for her. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not suggesting that that's the right way forward for her or a business, but that's what I thought of while I was watching the recording yesterday.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Well, tune in, and this time maybe grab a tea.
Yeah,
a tea with a female founder.
Absolutely. Grab the red one. You'll know what that means in a bit.
Welcome, Latoya.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
I'll try and be mature. Okay. Thank you for having me, Amy.
You can be as silly as you want to be.
Okay.
So I want to start at the very beginning. Talk to me about your endometriosis journey.
Okay, so let me go back. So it's been about, I would say, 9 years.
Yeah.
I've been pain-free I would say for about 2.5, coming up to 3.
Congratulations.
You. It feels like I should be, thanking my mom, thanking the ancestors.
And acceptance.
Yeah, literally, that's how it feels. But so it's been about 9 years, and it first started. It started with just a painful twinge. That's how it started, and it was like prior to that, I was on my second child. I didn't have any period pains growing up. I never experienced any issues. It was fine. Like I hear girls all the time talk about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'd hate to be you. Like hard times, but I never had that. So when I had the twinges, I was like, oh, it's probably just twinges. But I kid you not, it escalated in the space of like, say, 3 cycles. It went from twinges to losing my breath, not being able to like, when you're gasping, like, oh my gosh, like holding on. And I was like, what the hell is...
this is not normal.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
We weren't taught about endometriosis, so I didn't even know what it was. I just thought it was a bad period.
Yeah. For people that don't know, can you give a little explanation?
So endometriosis is tissues that grow outside of the uterus. I suppose, nowadays, when you talk about it, a lot of doctors, a lot of health professionals, when you go to hospitals, they'll say, hysterectomy, get rid of the womb, and obviously the uterus. In extreme cases, they'll say, get rid of the womb to get rid of the problem.
Right.
It won't. They found that endometriosis grows all over the body.
Oh, right. So it's not just.
It's not just, and that's the misconception. I was reading up the other day, and I heard that a woman had it in her eyes. I didn't even think that was possible.
Wow.
You can get it in your lungs, you can get it in your bladder, you can get it anywhere in the body, which is wild to me. I was just like, I just didn't know anything about it. And anyone that I spoke to, my mom, every time I spoke to somebody, they were like, it's just bad periods. Like, I kid you not, that's all I heard.
Wow.
It's just bad periods. Change the way you eat. At that time, I gave up meat, so I became a pescatarian.
Right. Does that help, or?
No.
It's just something to try.
It was desperation. I had the whole family looking at things to help because it got to a point, it escalated quite quickly. It went from really bad to extreme bad, not being able to walk because of the tingling in my legs. It went from not sleeping, waking up in pain. It went to the point where one of the days I was at work and I passed out. Wow. I woke up in the hospital. My manager my head teacher at the time, she called my brother. So I woke up and I was like, what the hell? My brother was there and he was like, what the hell? I woke up because he was arguing with the doctor because he was just like, this isn't normal. She's normally quite resilient. Like, this is not normal. But they just kept saying, she just needs to take paracetamol. I laugh now, but they did give me cocodamol.
Okay.
So lucky me. Cocodamol. So that was the situation. And it's the inflammation that causes the pain. It's just, it feels like your whole body is on fire. And that's the only way I can describe it. It feels, that's one of how I felt. I can't obviously compare it to anyone else, but for me, I felt like my body was on fire. I felt like I couldn't sit down. I felt like I couldn't see. It was just...
It's debilitating.
Completely. And I'm a very resilient person. I have a very, very high pain threshold. I had both of my daughters natural by choice.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I can handle the pain, but it was just like, okay, you can handle pain? I'm going to break you every month. And it wasn't even during just the cycle. It was the week before. During a couple of days after.
Wow. So it's literally half the month.
It wasn't. I look back now and I just think, how the hell did you manage? Like, how did you manage?
Yeah.
How did you get through? And I wasn't surviving. I was surviving, but it wasn't doable.
You didn't have a quality of life at all.
At all.
Yeah. So what, you told me before we started filming that you're not diagnosed yet.
No. Why would I be? It's only been 9 years.
Only
been 9 years.
So what is that process? You said that you stopped for a very specific reason, but what is that process before? What did you go through? Doctors?
So I went through the doctors. I went to the GPs. They kept saying, have you got a tracker? Tracker's not going to do anything. I'm telling you. Unfortunately for me, my periods were they were coming every month.
Yeah.
So there was no crazy, you know, like,
and,
so they were like, well, they didn't even mention endometriosis. So I went through that for years, going back and forth. They just kept saying to me, it's a bad period. That's genuinely what they were saying. It's a bad period. And I was like, it's not though. Like I've never had bad periods before. But I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But I just kept saying, it doesn't feel like a bad period. Like sometimes it's so bad that I feel like I can't breathe. And I was thinking, am I being dramatic? Sometimes they were a bit patronising. They'd be like, have you got a high pain threshold? Like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, if I hear a scale again. But so it was going back and forth. I had a few hospital visits where I had passed out.
Okay.
Woke up at the hospital. Eventually, we kept pushing because a couple of years and I gave up. And my mum was like, no, don't. Something's going on. Keep going. So I kept going back and forth. Then I got referred to a gynecologist because I kicked off.
Okay.
Got referred. I, at that point, was like, again, I was completely naive, didn't understand. I said I'd rather just have a hysterectomy. At that point, I still didn't know it was endometriosis.
So they never mentioned it?
Not once.
That's
not once.
Crazy.
And this is why I went so long and I just assumed there was something wrong with my uterus, my womb.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with that. And I thought, you know what, you've got 2 kids, just get rid of the, like...
Really?
Yeah, like I'd be like, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll do the early menopause. I'll deal with that. The gyno that I saw, he said to me, he didn't want to give me the hysterectomy because I was too young. I think I was like 37 at the time.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like, I don't. And he was like, what if you want any more children? I don't. I'm all right. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So he was like, no, let's try the copper coil.
Okay.
So we tried the copper coil. It didn't work. It didn't work. It made me feel miserable. It really messed about with my moods.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Remind me, is the copper coil the one with hormones or the one without?
Yeah.
So it still affected your
mood?
It
did.
Okay.
And I don't know what it was. And I kept thinking, because I was still getting the pains, I thought, oh, maybe it will kick in. Maybe it just needs time to settle. So I went through that spiral of give it time, months pass, give it more time. It just needs time. And then it got to the point I'm like, this is not working. And yeah, like that was I'm still not diagnosed, but I've given up because obviously our conversation earlier, I don't need to anymore. Like I don't need them to tell me. And through support groups on social media and women that I've spoken to recently, they're like, you've had endometriosis. And I was like, And that's when I did a bit of research and was like, my word,
So you only found out after the fact? Really?
I did, even up until when I had the gyno, he said, you may.
Okay.
Similar.
So that was the first
But I didn't
time
understand. I was like, what is that? And he's like, oh, it's just, it's a period, it's bad periods, it's like extreme periods. That's how he described it.
He probably didn't even know himself.
Of course he didn't.
Yeah.
And they don't.
No, because there's not a lot of research on it.
The thing is, what I found is lots of conflicting information.
Okay.
Loads online. So a lot of people will say, oh, it's the uterus. It's not. It's outside. There's so much information. And I suppose it's hard because there's not enough research.
Yeah.
So because there's not enough research, we don't have enough data. Because we don't have enough data, we're going off opinions. We're going off what this doctor told me, but then another doctor told me. There's so many different things that we're being told. So it's really, really hard to kind of narrow down what causes it.
Yeah.
Well, they know what causes it, but like they don't have a cure or there's just not enough long-term data to comment on it properly, I think. And it's because there's not enough attention being put into it. There's not enough funding.
No. Yeah. I mean, there's a piece of research on how endometriosis affects the partner. So there's more research on the men's side.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen that online because there's obviously a lot more noise around it now. Like a lot more people are speaking about it. Doesn't necessarily mean that means that there's going to be more funding and things. But hopefully, the more we speak about it, the more we make people aware, the more it'll push people to research. And
I think Stephen Bartlett had he's got this show, the podcast, Diary of a CEO, and he had some guests on there, some female doctors, and they were discussing it. I was like, oh, okay, this is promising. It's being raised. There is a problem, but I feel like we can talk about it all day long.
I know.
I just feel like it's just going to be a conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to bring it into schools because when I was, and obviously I've been out of school for however long.
Yeah.
But I don't hear about it being talked about. I have, as I said, I've asked my daughters, do they talk about this? And they were like, no. Like, we were just told to have 2 paracetamols if it was really bad and a hot water bottle. Like, no one, it's not discussed. It's not a thing where it's even addressed in school. You're always told that it's a bad period. And I think education needs to start early so that we can spot the signs, so that we can gather the information and data that we can to do the research.
Yeah.
It's not being researched because it's not being talked about from the early stage. So we're picking it up too late down the line. This is why it takes, 7 to 9 years to be diagnosed?
Yeah.
And I've heard horror stories of women waiting like 21 years.
Wow.
So you're like, you've had it all your life. So.
Wow. Your period's not supposed to be debilitating. You are supposed to be able to live your life and have a period.
Really, but you're not taught that.
No.
Though. You're just taught it's a bad period.
Yeah.
And you're taught maybe you should change your lifestyle. Or like maybe it's the 2 paracetamol rule, isn't it? It's like, if you take that, then it should be fine. Or maybe you should like lose weight, or maybe you should stop eating. It's just all these things.
Crazy.
And I just think, NHS don't know what to do.
No. The pain's being compared to a heart attack. You wouldn't tell a person coming into the hospital with a heart attack to take 2 paracetamol. So it's just crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it's wild. And as I said, over the last 2 year and a half that I've been talking to more people about it, the stories, they're just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I had it bad. I know someone who got kicked out of the hospital because she threatened to stab the doctor.
Wow.
Because she was explaining how it felt.
Right.
But obviously, like, it doesn't go down well, does it?
Yeah,
but
no.
it's crazy. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Wow. Let's talk about the silver lining that's kind of come out of all of this. So you're pain-free.
Yes,
you're not
I
diagnosed,
am.
but
No.
you are pain-free. Talk to me about that. I'm excited to hear.
So I when I started the business, it was never. I never ever had the intention to make a period tea.
Yeah.
It was never on the cards. I just wanted to make tea because that's what we were raised to, drink herbal tea. We'd have peppermint, we'd have like cinnamon sticks. And I thought, this will be good. I made some for my cousin, like not period tea, but like normal tea. And she was like, you should sell it. Yeah. I was like, no chance, no one's going to buy it. And then it just rippled, and then we ended up doing something with it. I registered the business in 2021. And throughout this point, as I said, I never in a million years would I thought, period tea. And then what was the changing point? I'm trying to think, what was it? The pains weren't going away. And I remember saying to my mum, like, I'm out. Like, I am out. I don't know what to do. And she was like, have you tried dog bush? It's a bush that, like, in Jamaica is supposed to really help.
Oh, right, okay.
With periods. And I was like, okay, cool. Next time someone goes, can you let me know? But the problem with that, it wasn't reliable. Because you're, like, waiting for someone else. And I was like, oh, my days. And I thought, it's a herb. We've got herbs. Okay, let me just look into it. So I Googled a bit. Didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. Googled a bit. Made like a tea, raspberry leaf, nettle, ginger, and I thought, let me try, like, what have I got to lose? So I made it, and it started to help. So I thought it was placebo effect. I was convinced I made it up in my mind. I was like, I know how powerful the brain is. Like, I know, and I thought, you're just tricking yourself. Like, is this like a brain trick? And I thought, okay. So then I remember my oldest daughter was having similar issues, and all I kept thinking of is, oh my gosh, she's going to go through what I went through. So I was panicking. I was like, try the tea, try this tea. So I made it, and she said it helped. And I was like, I wonder if she's saying that and I was just doubting myself, completely doubting myself, thinking, placebo, she's just saying it because I said it helped. And then like I made it again and gave it to a family friend, and they gave it to their sister. And then they didn't know. It wasn't a period tea. It was just a tea to help. Yeah. And then it came back to my mum. Somebody called my mum and was like, whatever tea Toya made. Tea Toya. Whatever tea Toya made, that she had fibroids, and it's helped.
Okay.
So my mum called me and she was like, what tea do you make? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she was like, no, you like remember, what was it? And I was telling her, and she was like, well, it's helped make more.
Wow.
And I was like, and do what with it?
Yeah.
And then I was like, she was like, call her. My mum was like, call her and have a conversation with her and ask her how it's helped. So I called that family friend. I was like, okay, mum said to call you. What's going on? And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I've always had problems. And we've always known us to have problems. And she was like, since drinking the tea, I didn't know what it was because I was drinking loads of different things. But she's like, I thought it was the tea at first. And then I was like, and then I stopped drinking the other teas and drank that one. And it made a difference.
Wow.
And she was saying, you need to sell it. And I was like, no chance.
Really?
Because I didn't want to be liable. Because it worked for me, but how do I know if it's going to work for somebody else? And that was the worry. I was like, I don't want to like sell a dream that it's going to work.
Right.
And then what if it doesn't work for some women?
Yeah.
Ibuprofen can work for me. It might not work for you.
Yeah.
So that was my concern. And I knew how desperate I was. So I didn't want to get into that field. None of the teas that I'd made previously were to help with anything.
Specific health conditions.
Yeah, like I didn't want to go into that area. I was like, no, I'm not risking it. What if we get sued?
Yeah.
Like I was just
false claims and all of that.
So I was really concerned.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And then she had a chat with me and she was like, listen, it helped me. It helped you. It helped, your daughter. Even if it helps one more person, you need to do it. And I was like, oh, okay, if I get sued, you're going to have to help me. and then I was like, okay, cool, we're going to do it. And I was so skeptical because I was thinking, I just don't want anyone to come back to me and say, you said it would do this. So I did a bit more research. I added a bit more ingredients. We trialed it for a while. I used that person as a guinea pig. I tried it. Yeah. And then we tested it with someone who's like, no, I say tested it. We gave it to someone who's like in the female founders group. And then we gave it to somebody else. And then we just kept getting the feedback like, this works.
Wow.
Like, I'm not going to swear, good. But like this works.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way, okay.
If you're a female founder like me, spinning a lot of plates right now, let me make at least one of those tasks easier. I want to tell you about Xero, an accounting software designed for small businesses. I use it to keep my invoices, expenses, cash flow and reports all in one place, so I'm not guessing my numbers or losing hours to spreadsheets. The Female Founder is part of the Xero affiliate program, where you get 90% off your first 6 months. That means that you can build strong financial habits, and we can keep this podcast a free resource where you get to learn from other female founders. So click the link in the show notes to get started with Xero and claim your exclusive 90% off your first 6 months.
And then we sold it. Yeah. And I was panicking, honestly. Like every time someone buys it, I'm always like, oh my gosh. But the feedback that we have received, it's been life-changing. And and even if we help like a few people, I'm happy with that because it was never about money. I need money, obviously. I need money. We all need money. But it wasn't about that. It was just about, I remember how I felt and I couldn't see anybody else in that. If I can help one more person, then I'm all right. I'm good.
I mean, it's
crazy.
Just amazing. So from the Inside Out, which is the brand name. We will talk about that in a sec because I know that has a really good story behind it. You never started the business with kind of that wellness health kind of thing in mind, or was that always a part of the business?
It was always a part of it because we always had herbal teas for the betterment of us. So if I had a cold, my mum would be like, right, I'm going to boil some ginger and garlic.
Oh, right, okay.
There was always...
so it's natural herbal.
Always, and that's how we are. Like during COVID, we had chickens, we grew crops. Like, we're just that kind of family. We come from a farming background.
Cool.
So we were always, it was always at the heart of the business, sustainability and wellness. And I'm so big on wellness. I'm very holistic.
Yeah.
I don't like taking paracetamols. And I think that was another thing when I was going back and forth with the hospitals. They just kept forcing paracetamol, cocodamol, and it was stressing me out. It was really, really
just
stressing me.
Medication on top of medication.
It was just too much.
Not finding the root cause.
And that's they didn't want to. I didn't even have any surgeries. They weren't willing to do any surgeries. Yeah. They were saying it has to be even more extreme. And I was like, I'm waking up in hospital.
Yeah.
Like,
what point do you want me to get to?
Like where do we go from here? But it just wasn't. Maybe I went to, I don't know, maybe the hospital I went to was crap. I shouldn't say that, but I said it. but it's I hear this story over and over again. There's so many women that are saying the same thing. So I know it's not the hospital, it's the system.
Yeah.
So I just thought, you know what? I never imagined at all that this would be our hero product. Yeah. I would never dream of, like, that was never the goal.
Yeah.
But now it is. It's like the talking point. Like, this is the one that people talk about the most out of all of our teas. So
that's amazing.
I know, it's crazy.
So from the inside out, the name, where did that come from?
So I couldn't think of a name. I'm being serious.
Business names are hard to think
of. They
of.
really are.
Yeah.
And like, I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of something that matched us. I'm convinced my youngest one come out with it. If she sees it, she'll be like, it was me. And I'm like, was it though? But we'll give her the credit today. And if I find out it wasn't, I'll let you know. But I think it was her. And she was like, oh, what, from the inside out? Or was it her or was it my mum? I can't remember. But it was just, the focus was, okay, we're drinking these teas to heal us from the inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And as I said, I can't remember, like, my memory's poor at the best of times. But I that was the concept. Like, we want to focus more on internal as opposed to external. And in order for us to fix the external, we have to fix the internal first.
Yeah.
So that was the brand identity, so to speak. We were just like, right, we need to think of a name. So it's from the inside out, but we shortened it last year.
Okay.
Because I say it's still legally from the inside out, but we use FTIO for our smaller products. Because
that makes sense.
Yeah, and for social handles, because it's just easier to digest as opposed to from the inside.
Yeah.
But that's our main logo. Yeah.
I love it. Talk to me about the tea. Like, show the camera. Because you did send me a sample.
I did. How did you find it?
Really nice. Like, taste-wise.
Yeah.
So I'm on the implant, so I'm not obviously going to see the benefits, really. But gorgeous tea.
Yeah.
Tastes so lovely. Me and Matt had it. Matt's been on it.
Yeah. It's for everyone. Do you know what it is? The sweetness. I struggle with bitter teas.
Okay.
Always have done. My mum would, like, be rolling her eyes, but I do. So I always add a hibiscus to everything, and that's what gives it the sweetness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the hibiscus, because I just love hibiscus.
Yeah.
And I just find that it helps, but it helps as well. It does help for periods, so it's a great benefit.
So good.
Yeah, it's
got raspberry leaf in it.
Yeah, raspberry.
What
hibiscus,
else has it got?
Ginger, nettle, everything that you'd need for the cleanse, just to cleanse everything out, to help reduce inflammation, to help reduce it's the swelling that I get, the bloating.
Okay.
So all of the herbs, they've been researched, they've been picked, they've been used from the beginning of time.
Well,
really.
yeah, like using herbs
we just
and things
forget.
are not a new thing.
I feel like we just forget. We forget that they're there. And so we just thought, you know what, bring it home. Let's just go back to basics. It's something, if you're a tea lover, even better. But it's something that you can enjoy. And yeah, like, it works. After about 2 cycles, you can feel the difference.
Wow.
You can. And
how often do you have to drink it to be able to notice a difference?
I would say it starts after about 2 cycles. That's when you'll start to feel the difference.
Yeah.
But drink it 1 cup to 2 cups a day, a week before.
Yeah.
So every day, a week before your period, and then drink it throughout the period.
Mm-hmm.
And then it should obviously start kicking in, as I said, after the 2nd cycle.
Yeah.
You can add honey to it. I have a sweet tooth, so like it's honey goes in everything. Honey, slice of lemon.
Yeah.
And just kind of like sweeten it. But it's nice to drink by itself anyway. But as I said, if you like me, I will add honey.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is nice anyway. Let me see the box properly. So you gave me this, and I've got it in my cupboard, and the tin is lovely because I use it for everything else when I finish the tea.
Do you know? I'll give you a story about the tin. Do you know it never used to look like that?
Oh, really?
No, honestly, I should have brought it before and after. It's so funny. When we first started, obviously you don't want to invest too much because I was like, let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think anything of it. I was like, I'm still working 9 to 5, so I was like,
of course.
you know, see. We used to have like the brown, like craft paper bags, which were fine. They were fine, but I was like,
But also like the sustainability, if that's like a massive value of yours.
And that's the thing. So we wanted, I say we, I'm talking about me and my daughters, because they're like, we're employees, but we don't get paid. Yeah.
It's child labour.
Yeah, 100%. My youngest says it all the time. Child labour. I'm like, yeah, call them. Child labour is not. Yeah, okay. But
disclaimer.
Yeah, I was going to say disclaimer. Like it's not a joke. I'm not laughing, but I am. But I'm not. But sustainability, like we're big on sustainability. So I was like, oh, what can we do? What can we have that you can reuse?
Yeah.
You can turn that bad boy around and have it, because we got different colours for different things.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. The bags, yeah, they're good. They can be recycled, but we need more out of it. Like, I love a container, I do. I love to keep, what can I use?
Yeah.
So that loads and loads of research, looking up and down, like researching. And I found the tins and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They can be reused. And we have the refills now online. We never had it when we first started doing the tins.
Okay.
But we've introduced it so that you don't even need to buy a tin every time you order.
That's really good.
Just buy the craft bags that we started with. Pour it in, throw away the bag, they're recyclable. So you don't have to buy the tin.
Yeah.
If you want to collect the colours,
then go for it.
I'm like, yeah, we're ready, but you don't have to. You can just order the refill. It's cheaper because we've reduced the price, because obviously the cost of the tin.
Yeah.
And it's just sustainable.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just... Yeah, we're not big on the whole heavy, constant, fast culture buying.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Not for us.
No,
so,
I get you. But yeah, so it's a loose leaf tea, isn't it? And you do give little tea bag things.
So we've got two sizes. We've got the mini size, and then we've got the 200 grams size, which is the bigger. That's the full name. So yeah, these ones, they come with 20 bags.
Okay.
And the small ones come with 10 bags.
Yeah.
You can actually use the bags. Like when my oldest daughter, she'll use like one tea bag and it will last like 4 cups. And I'm like, what? You are stretching.
Oh, really?
You don't have to throw away the bag after the first use.
Interesting.
I can only go up to 2 because I like my tea strong. But she'll be like 4 and I'm like, give it up. Let it go.
And it's called... the red one, isn't it?
It's the red one.
I actually really like that. And it is red.
It's really red. It's really red. It's really red. But it was just, do you know what? It's funny. I've got to give the person who helped me with the name of the red one a guy, actually.
Okay.
It's one of my daughter's jiu-jitsu friend's dads.
No way.
And we were just talking, and I was showing him the website, and he was like, going back and forth with names. I'll show him this after, he'll laugh. And he'll be like, I want my cut. And he was like, what are you going to call it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And I kept saying like the period tea. And he was like, that's crap. And I was like, oh my gosh. He was like, that is crap. If I went into Tesco and saw that, I'd walk past it. Because I showed him what I wanted it to look like. And he was like, that is whack.
Oh, really?
He's like, it doesn't stand out. It's boring. And I was like, what? And he was like, it's red. I was like, yeah, the red one. And he was like, that's the one. And I was like, what's the one? And he was like, call it the red one. And I was like,
it's funny.
I mean, okay. And he was like, I'd remember that. Yeah. The other one I wouldn't, but this one, I was like, okay. And it stuck. Yeah. So yeah, credit to him. Thanks, Colin.
Yeah, little shout out.
yeah, thanks, Colin. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Well, it's a very good tea. And I'm going to put all the links and things in the show notes. Yeah. So if you want to buy the red one, go and buy it.
Please, buy it. Please.
So have you always wanted to start your own business? Has this been something that's like a pipeline dream for a long time?
No. I'll be honest. So I say no. When I was younger, in my late 20s, I had a business called The Way Forward.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's called The Way Forward, and we work with young people to teach them about healthy relationships.
Nice.
So I did that because during that time I worked for, who did I work for at the time? Women's Aid. No, not Women's Aid, that's a lie. I worked for Shelter, which was a housing charity. But on the project that I was based on, it was a team working around domestic abuse. And we saw so much young girls coming in, so much young girls just like no idea on how to manage relationships, no idea on how to spot abuse. And I was like, I'm going to make a company and we're going to teach them about healthy relationships. So I did that. I did it. I run lots of like youth projects during that period. And then I just stopped because I just couldn't balance that with work.
Of course.
And then I went back into like normal work, my corporate job, and I stayed. And I think it was when I started this business, I wanted to, but fear was holding me back because I just thought it's not possible. You're not going to be able to do it raising 2 children. You know, I was studying as well at the time.
Wow.
It just,
everything.
Yeah, literally, like there just wasn't enough time in the day.
Yeah.
Until I made time in the day, because it got to the point where I was like, I can't do this 9 to 5. I'm still employed, so they can't see this. But I was like, I just can't. It was killing me. It was crushing my soul. It was crushing my creativity. I didn't like being told what to do. I didn't like being told when I could go to the toilet. It was just, and when I was sick as well, when it was really, really bad, I kept thinking, they're going to fire me. They're going to fire me. They're going to fire me.
How did they deal with that? Were they good or?
I was really lucky.
Okay.
I was really, really
That's
lucky
good.
because the managers that I had throughout the periods, because during the time I had like 3 different jobs, they were so understanding,
That's amazing.
which shocked me. And I think I didn't know what it was. And because I didn't know what it was, they were like, okay, we don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. We'll bear with you. It's like they were invested.
Yeah.
So they were just really, really grateful. And I'm a grafter. I am naturally, I work really, really hard. So I think that helped. But then it triggered me because I was like, I'm killing myself for this job. I'd rather just kill myself for myself.
Yeah.
And that's literally what it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm still working, as I said, but I'm getting myself to a position where I can take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
And just work for myself because, like, I've got a good thing going here. Like, I need to get it out there. So it's just time. I need to lay the foundations, and then obviously I can take that next step. But, you know, I need to be cautious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Is it a family-run business? Is it you and someone else, or is it just you?
Yeah, I have 2 employees. I'm lying,
wow.
kids. They are employed and they are like on the love payroll, like hugs and kisses and a roof over their head. Like that's their pay. When I need like if I've got like a big order, if I'm doing a store, I'll rally in the troops. I'll get my sister, I'll get my mum.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need everyone. So it is just myself and the kids. But when I need the help, I have the village.
Yeah.
I have the people around me.
Yeah. That's amazing. Everyone needs that, especially as a business owner.
I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't work. It would not work. And I think it's really, really important to have that. Because I think for me, I just wouldn't be able to balance it.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't work. Like I wouldn't get orders out. I just wouldn't be able to do everything and still be in the right frame of mind.
The Female Founder membership is officially live and I want to tell you all about it. As part of the membership, you will gain access to a variety of different courses covering business fundamentals and soft skills for women in business, along with workbooks and templates to implement all of your learning. You will also be a part of the Female Founder Community WhatsApp group, where you will find the space for the board. It's basically the board of directors that you don't have as a solo female founder, so you can go there to ask for different advice, support, and to celebrate your wins. Members also get access to exclusive offers on softwares and services for your business, along with various live events throughout the year and monthly webinars. I'm also offering the first 20 people to sign up 20% off their membership for life. Head to thefemalefounder.co.uk or click the link in the show notes to sign up for your membership. The Female Founder empowers women and elevates startups.
Where do you see From the Inside Out going? What's the goals? What's the big plan?
There's lots of plans. We need to be on the shelves. I kid you not. We need to be on the shelves. We need to be accessible. I would like to do a lot of work in schools. I used to work in schools, so I would really, really like to return to schools and do some project work with young girls because I think it needs to be introduced earlier.
Yeah, 100%.
It took me too long to find out what the issues were, and I think if we can introduce it early, we can't manage it, but we can at least start working with young girls and validate their feelings. It's not just a period. It's not it's not just bad pains. Like it's a serious thing. It can be endometriosis. It can be PCOS. It can be other things. And I think if we introduce the education earlier on, it will save a lot of young women. It really will. So I think that's definitely something that we're looking into. It's not going to happen now, but it's something that we want to.
It's like a future plan. So do you kind of see the business having like a social enterprise element? Because you obviously work in third sector, local authority, like it feels like it all makes sense.
It does. I spoke about this before. We're going to have to.
Yeah.
It just makes sense at some point. Even if it's just a focus on the red one, we will need to do something because there's a lot of work that I want to do. There's a lot of free events that I want to do as well. And I want to be able to be in a position that I can give them away as well. But in order for us to do that, we need the funding.
Of course.
And I want to kind of like get into the NHS, but I know what I want to do, but I'm like, I need to think about it and plan it and really strategize because that's going to be a big one because I think I'd love to get some clinical trials done.
Yeah, that would be
amazing. And then we can kind of go from there and kind of push in that way. But I just feel like it needs to be out there. And I'm not saying it's a cure. I'm just saying for the women that have come back to me, they have said that it's helped drastically. So, and they're not lying because some of them don't know me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, I just think we need to get it out there.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's amazing.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I asked the same question to everyone who's sat here. So encompassing everything that I guess like as a person with a chronic illness, because that's what it is, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But from everything that you know about being a business owner, about living with a chronic illness, about herbal teas, what is one piece of advice that you would give someone, a female founder that's just starting out in business?
That's a good question. I would say lean on your village. Lean on your village and ask questions. I don't have a clue. I would definitely join social groups, but be mindful of which ones you join.
Yeah.
Because some groups, I feel like they're just there. I feel like some people just vent. Find the right group, find the right tribe, lean on your village. If I didn't have the people around me, there is no way I would have got to where it just wouldn't work. And not even just like the physical help, but the emotional help, the encouragement. My siblings, they're always like gearing me on. They're always like, you need to get out there. When I'm like, I don't want to do this because I don't want to be on social media.
Yeah.
Suck it up. Like my mom, she's my biggest supporter. On the way here, she sent me like a nice well-being message. And I'm like, oh, mommy.
It's amazing.
But it's like, if I didn't have that, it just wouldn't work. I probably wouldn't have even created it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have created it. So, my cousins as well, they've been really, really helpful.
Wow.
Really, really supportive. So I do believe my advice would be get a village, get people who can support you and delegate.
Yeah.
Delegate as much as you can. I am the one for delegation. Because I have to. Yeah, and this is the thing. Things need to be done. And as much as I'm a bit of a control freak, I can't keep my eye on everything. So there's some things that I have to step back on because if I don't, spinning plates, some break. So
well, you're just not going to grow on your own.
No chance.
It's so funny how many people say find your tribe as the answer to that question. Serious? But it's just so important to have people that have your best interests at heart, supporting you from the sidelines. Even if they don't help, they're still kind of there and they're there when you need them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, you're right. A lot of people do say find your tribe because it's important, but listen to yourself as well. And don't, do you know what? Here's another one. Sorry, I've got like loads.
No, love the tidbit.
Don't listen, don't follow social media that deep. Like don't give into it that deep.
Yeah.
When I started, I was looking at other people that were like smashing it. And I was
so easy to compare yourself.
How are they doing that?
Yeah.
And I was just like, no way, like, oh, you've got these little paper bags. Like, what the hell? Like, how?
Yeah.
Don't compare yourself. I know obviously they say, oh, never compare yourself. It's hard to do, but do not. Stay in your lane. There's nothing wrong with going slow.
Yeah.
Like, I had to rebrand last year because like, it wasn't what I in my head, I knew what I wanted, but it wasn't making the money that I wanted it to make. And we're still getting there.
Yeah.
But I was like, rebrand time.
Yeah.
And that's when we changed the tins. And
cool.
I absolutely love it. But I think just take your time. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. I know it's like such a...
Cliche after cliche, but they're cliches for a reason.
Honestly, I kid you not. And I am the most impatient person. I want everything last week. Like I'm very, very tunnel vision. If I see something, I want it today.
Yeah.
But I've had to, it's taught, owning the business humbles you in so many ways.
Doesn't it just?
Yeah, I was like, when we put it out there, we get like 100 orders a day.
Yeah.
I'm also very unrealistic. But it helped.
Yeah.
It helped. And it humbled me.
Oh, you've got to be a bit Delulu to
That's my everyday life. I kid you not. I shouldn't be here. I should not be here, but delusion wins every time. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's my advice.
That's so good. Well, thank you so much. And like I said, I'll put everything in the show notes, then people can find your website and your social media as well.
Thank you.
But thank you. It's been really, really good to have you on.
Thank you. I should have said before I left.
Go on.
It's really bad, actually. Might have to edit this in.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That the journal I made.
Yes, the journal.
I made a journal. And it's like a journal basically to help you through. So it's got facts about endometriosis. The month starts with a Dear You letter. It's got tracking. It's got reflections.
Nice.
It's got pages for doodling. It's got blank pages where you could just kind of write what you want. It's got appointment pages.
Colouring in bits as well.
I love that. I love. But do you know what it was? I've got an addiction. I've got 23 journals.
Okay.
Yes, working on it. But the reason why I made the journal is because every time I went to the doctors, they would ask me questions and I wasn't in a position mentally to answer.
Yes.
No chance. It just wasn't working. I was in too much pain. I couldn't remember stuff because of the brain fog. This is an opportunity for women to record.
Well, it's that
everything.
hard evidence, that data that you said that's missing.
Yeah.
That you can just go, there you go.
And this is what it is. This is the thing. I thought to myself, do you know what? What can we do to create a document? I can just if somebody was here, I'll take this.
Yeah.
What's the pain threshold? Page 10, please. That's my mentality. Just to make it easier. I feel like there are journals out there, but I think it's black and white. Yeah. It's got dates. It's documented.
Yeah. And it also is really important for you as well to go back and reflect and be like, do you know what? I wasn't insane. I was actually really struggling.
Do you know what? It's honestly, as I said, I haven't put it out there yet. I've created it and now I'm scared to put it out there. But I'm like,
well, you've done it now.
I know, I've put it out there to the world. It's on film. That's not going back. Edit it out. No, I'm joking. But I just think it's important. And this is what I want in schools, really, just a reflection, because I just think it's important for us to have our feelings validated and have it in black and white.
Yeah.
Especially in the times when you can't advocate for yourself.
100%.
So, yeah.
Amazing.
So
when is that out? No, when is that out?
I don't know. I am working on it. I'm thinking on it. I think, we'll put it out for May.
Yeah.
We'll put it out for May. Give us time. As I said, I'm still kind of working on what I want to do. So, yeah.
Show the camera.
Where is the camera? Which one?
This one.
So here it is. Yeah, it's the red one.
That's amazing.
It's cool. I love it. I say that because I made it.
Well, you're biased, but I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, I will.
No, I did have a look at it before and it is really good. It's such an important tool, especially I know personal experiences going into the doctor's office. You sit down, you're so nervous that just everything leaves your mind and you're like, actually, I can't remember any of my symptoms.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you seem fine today.
Yeah.
I wasn't 2 days ago, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, but today you're all right. Oh, okay.
You've got that hard evidence.
Yeah, I won't even talk anymore. I don't need to go to the hospital. If I do, I'm just going to be like...
Yeah, there you go.
I won't even open my mouth.
There you go. Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's been amazing.
It's been really, really good.
Good.
Thank you.
Amazing.